Christians don't like to dive into this subject for certain reasons, and it's mostly ignorance. This kind of a question requires first other questions to be asked. For example, do we know, just because we've become a Christian, do we now know everything there is to know about humanity and what existed pre-Adamic race? You've got even Apostle Paul quoting the book of Enoch. Are we aware of everything? Probably not. Another question that needs to be asked, see, if it wasn't in Genesis, the idea of giants, the idea of Nephilim seems so out there. It's almost this realm of don't touch it, but it's in the Bible. So you have to deal with it. And we know they've now proven giants really did exist. And giants were a result of the sons of God, is what they're called, came down and were, found the daughters of men attractive. This is loaded because we have written that off as, well, those are demons. But when you're talking about an invisible spirit, which what we know demons are today, you're not seeing demons impregnating people today. Challenge. You're not seeing giants being born. And I mean, do demons even have sperm, the substance to produce? So when we talk about the sons of God, we're more likely talking about beings with some level of form, tangible substance. And so we typically will say fallen angels, and that's really the question. But can angels impregnate somebody? We don't seem to have this today. We know that the angels that came down, these fallen angels, have been locked away in the abyss. But the question must be asked, these beings, these sons of God, where did they come from? Are we sure they were angels, invisible angels? Because they appear to be portrayed as beings of tangible substance. This begs this question. Now, because this was asked, I'll give some things that I cannot prove biblically, but we do know that Satan is the prince or the power of the air. And we have reason to believe that, above certain levels of government, and we know there are secret societies. We know that these exist. And there actually are, and it goes down a realm of conspiracy theory and all that, but there is actually some basis for groups that exist even above secret societies that have claims to fellowship with aliens. Now, they call them aliens. I believe they are demons impersonating aliens. Somebody's more likely to have fellowship with an alien rather than a demon. Yeah, it's a loaded subject. What we do know is there are interactions between man and who I believe are demonic entities. And the question is, are these the sons of God that go back to those days or not? Where we are challenged is there's some level of basis and proof now. These things are seen in the sky. And Jesus actually said that in the last days there will be signs and wonders in the sky. And I really believe that we just don't know everything. I personally, as many Christian leaders do that you know and love, ascribe to the view of a pre-Adamic race, a race of people before Adam and Eve. I think even science is starting to discover this, and that they were judged, and this is a whole subject. And God wiped it all out and started again with Adam and Eve, because even if you go to the beginning of Genesis, the original language, you're talking about recreation. You're talking about taking something and reforming it, something that was in chaos, and the waters. So if the water is there, we could be seeing the tail end of judgment. and the unclean spirit stayed in the waters. And we see these scriptures even in the New Testament. When an unclean spirit goes out of a man, it searches waterless places hoping to find rest. We see, when Jesus cast out the demons and they went into the pigs and the pigs beelined it for the water. Every so often, when casting out a demon and the demon is speaking to its origins, you'll hear things like, "We are the ancient ones," or "We are the ones from old." And you wonder, well, how old are we talking about?